We've been gone for nearly 5 weeks and now we find ourselves overwhelmed with all that needs to be done. We tackle those chores one by one, cook some incredible food, and literally try and keep the wolf away from our door. I gotta have a coffee this morning and try to get my head on straight. Just back now from 3 road trips, actually. That's why I've been gone so long. A lot of you have been asking. It's kind of in between winter and spring now. So that's when I decided to take my trips like that. Did some touring, picked up a new camper, picked up a new truck. That was exciting. Went to visit my folks on the island of Newfoundland. Surprised my mother for Mother's Day and her birthday. So 3 separate road trips in the last 5 weeks. So I haven't stopped much. And that was great. The only thing is, I'm back now, and that's 5 weeks that I lost, that I could have been doing work around the cabin. And I know you shouldn't look at it that way, but there's a lot of work that got to be done. A lot of work. And you want to get things done. You get used to doing things in certain parts of the year. And real hard work now that you got to do, you want to get done before it gets too hot. So I'll be honest with you, sometimes these videos make everything look like it's really easy. But this morning, and I've had this feeling before, I feel overwhelmed. Because I know there's like 10 things on my plate, and I should have already had about 5 or 6 of them crossed off. So now I'm left with these list of things to do. It's like a list of what I want to do and what I need to do. And I got a way to balance between those two and make it work, because some of the ones I need to do, you'll find out today, I don't want to do those. I don't want to do them. You just tip that panel back now when I get up top there. Or up so far anyway. Now it's going to mount a hook in the roof. That's Murphy's Law. All right, so just walk up beyond it. Up she comes. Now, hold it there for 1 second now. I'm actually going to grab the panel now. They're heavy, but not as heavy as they look. Keep coming, almost there.
Are you good there?
Nope, keep going. All right, perfect. One more. Almost there. All right. It's amazing how everything that can hook will hook in at the worst possible time. Anyway, they're up there now. So I'm going to take off these foldable Blue 80 panels because I need them in my camper this summer, and put up these permanent ones instead here. That way I can take these on the road wherever I go. Oh man, come on baby, right there, right there, right there, here you go. I love it. Don't laugh at my homemade solar brackets, because I haven't lost a panel yet. The key word being yet. So what you just didn't see was all these screws in here. There's like 150 there. They're all that type of head on them. I reached in blindly, hands full. Reach into the bucket with one hand, pull out the screws. There's one there that's the wrong head, and that's the one I picked out. Yep. We've got the power. Remember that cartoon? He-Man. Just means you're old like me. Still got a little bit of power. Now, Betsy, don't you fall off this roof. And there we go. 1100 watts right there. Another thing scratched off the list. So after a hard, long winter, and you're handling wood every day, literally every day, keeping the wood going 24 hours a day, you're hauling logs, you're hauling wood, you're cutting it up, you're packing it away, you're bringing it in the cabin. When the warm weather comes like this, you say to yourself, wow, you know, no more wood burning for a while. Last thing you want to do is handle any wood, but you still got to handle wood. The last few winters I burned mostly dry wood, firewood that was burnt in a forest fire. But this year I'm going to be burning seasoned green wood. So that means I got to take this now and I got to cut up this stuff, or some of it anyway. Now this is some of my saw logs that I cut last winter. I got a pile there. I got another pile back there. Got another couple of piles back by my sawmill. But this is actually the tops, you know, the parts that weren't big enough for saw logs. So I kept them for burning, obviously. And there's some bigger ones there that were like a little bit of rotten to them, but still good for fuel wood. So I got to bring all this stuff back down to my cabin and pack it away. Then just up past this area right here is where I'm planning on putting a little house or place to put my sawmill. Nothing fancy, just big enough to put my sawmill in this area right here, because my woods road comes down here. So I'll bring down my logs, drop them somewhere here, and have my sawmill set up right there with a little bed maybe going to it. And I don't know what kind of style to build it in, to be honest with you. I got a couple of ideas, and everybody I talk to says, oh, do it this way, don't do it this way, make sure you do it this way. So I'm going to get at it. I don't know if I'll start it this weekend or not, but when I get at it, I'll build it and I'll use it, whatever style that may be. I think I'll actually knock down these trees here now, because they're only small little trees anyway. I'll cut them up for firewood, I'll haul away the brush, and that way some more sun will reach that ground, because I got to pick at that ground a bit, and there's still bits of snow left. So that'll open it up and let it get warmer. I've put that helmet on a few times this winter, you know, a lot of times. Well, that didn't take long. That's only step one, of course, but got a few logs out of it. Bunch there, another bunch there. I'd say at least a couple weeks burning for sure. More wood to handle. Great. I'm thankful every day for this tractor. Saved me a lot of time and a lot of extra work. Take my snowblower off too. Another thing on the list. She thinks my tractor's sexy. The fire season wasn't on now, I'd burn all this, but last thing I want to do is start a forest fire. We've all had too many bad experiences with that. This snowblower is really getting in the way, so I'm going to take it off now rather than later. It's a fairly simple process anyway. There we go. That's a lot more freedom. Weirdos. Now that all the brush is gone, I think it's going to be a change of plans. I was going to knock over all those stumps, disrupt the whole thing, tear up all this moss, and clear out the lot so I get down to the gravel. But I'm looking at it here now. The gravel is actually right in under there. So really, I'm going to disrupt all this, tear it all up, make it look ugly. For what? For this much moss, which is going to be run down in no time anyway. So I think I'll take the chainsaw, knock off those lengths of wood like that, make it into another chunk of wood, and then have another look at it then. Here, girls. You get her. There you are. There you are. Yeah, you get her. I have literally been watching over my shoulder today because we had a wolf that's hanging around the cabin a lot. coming around usually early in the mornings, but sometimes in the middle of the day. We have seen it on our lawn. That's close. I see signs of a bear on my woods path. We had a lynx walking around here all winter. And I always say this, I don't mind this for me, personally, human beings, because 99.9% of the time, the animals are not going to bother humans. The only thing I worry about are the dogs. And at the same time, I don't blame the animals, not for a second. I live in the woods, right here. This is where they live. I'm kind of invading their space when you look at it. It's just trying to maintain a good balance, that's all. Keep these nuisances safe. Why, somebody say it for us.
A Chuck Porter would say, mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm,
Just got some fish put in the smoker there. I noticed that my tea, my chaga, is almost all gone. And I've been putting that off, procrastinating of course, and I need more chaga. That's my tea. That's what I drink every day. It's an important part of my life. So I got to process some real quick. This is some chaga I collected when I was down on the island with my father last week. We had a great day. It's a great activity. It's kind of fun. You just harvest it right off the birch trees. It's been sitting a few days now, so it's hard as a rock. I don't know how you guys do it, but I just put it inside an old shirt like this or whatever, and I wrap it up a bit, and then I just pound it into smaller stuff. There you go. Now it'll fit right into my grinder. I think I've worn out about 3 of these so far. It is a bit hard on the grinders. There it is, just like gold. Now this is key. You spread it out on a pizza pan, put the large chunks back in the grinder, and it has to be completely dried. I usually take about 3 days and keep turning it around until it dries really good. If not, you get a moldy type taste on it. Oh yeah, when Melanie's not around, sometimes I'll sneak her magic bullet because it works way faster. But don't tell her. Please. Just look at that. Oh my. There we go. Spread it around and let that dry for, like I say, at least 2 to 3 days. Every now and then, every couple hours or whenever you walk by, give it a little flick around. And that's enough tea there for months and months. Another thing done. I'm loving it. What is it you got there anyway?
Peony.
What?
Peony.
Is it like a bush or a flower or what?
It's a big flower.
Still a little bit of ice in the ground, is it?
Still a bit frozen, yep. I've never transplanted a peony before, so I guess we're gonna find out.
It's pretty teeny weeny for a peony. What color do they come up like? What's
White, these ones,
white.
and they're bigger than my fist.
Okay.
These ones that we had at the old house. Thank you, Andrew and Hannah. Lily there, so starting to come up.
Oh yeah.
And
Something
there's,
else there. What's that?
I think that's a actual weed.
Oh, okay. Pure Chucky fashion. I know absolutely nothing about flowers. A rose, I suppose. If it was red. I see a bit more ice went today anyway. Starting to let loose there on the edges there now. Usually when that happens, it starts opening up pretty quickly. I think what we're going to do now is just kind of get a load of wood here and there, you know, after suppers or whatever in the daytime. You know, bring down 2 or 3 bucketfuls, and before you know it, your wood should be full again. Pizza pie. A happy crew tonight, I'm predicting. What's going on here? You do not be lying in there. Come on, get out. Bad girl. Well, guys, it's at the end of the day now. It's cooling down. Get my jacket back on. It's at the end of the weekend, and we have not stopped, literally day and night here. But I must say, I think we caught up on a lot of things, and that feeling I had a couple days ago of being overwhelmed, that's kind of gone a little bit. Right now, I think we're just kind of going to sit down here, and we're going to enjoy this campfire, and we're going to watch for that wolf, and you guys got to watch for the next video. And until the next video, take care of each other, get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. And we'll see you next time.
Guaranteed.
We'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
Get outside and enjoy everything outdoors.